26-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Here we go. Set, go. Set, go.
Love from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off the season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Shoving defenders at the 15. Inside the 15 he goes. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got it.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your 1st drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. Love now. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Love, they go play action now. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go bootleg. Love. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Love from the gun on third down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Oh, fighting off the defender. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 5. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled it for just a short gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them, but sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On third down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Ready? Go.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Ready? Ready. Clock swap. Smith red.
Off the play fake, Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run right here with Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throw caught by Musgrave.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They go with Jacobs. A nice little juke. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Set. Hut, hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. Toward the pylon. Caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Gets us to Campbell out on the right side. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Check pink. Check white.
Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Third and 3.
Set, ready. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ready, set, go. Ready.
Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, set.
Here's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Working out of the gun, Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Love looking to throw it. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 5. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that puts you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's got it to about the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Oh, and that is incomplete. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On the ready. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Check pink. Check white.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st down.
It's Barkley on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, the hurdle.
Oh,
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards.
And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 7. A minute 14 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Switch, yellow. Opposite.
Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
and I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Watson making the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now Love. Oh, and that's That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it.
And the Washington Commanders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future in this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other. From the moment they're tabbed, the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about both for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Set to go is the kicker, Ramiz Ahmed. And we're off and running from Landover. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick, and you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you could put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair, an eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To throw is Williams. Quick hitter complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, they'll run. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. They're going play action. Looking right, and he brings it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Williams. And the Commanders get home, they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing with a blitz on the way. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll run here on first down. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts some power on a deep one left. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that brings up third down. Now Daniels to throw. It's taken in by Eckler. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying to throw for it on this fourth down. That's caught beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Handoff headed right, Eckler. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Come on.
They'll run it here on third down. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Daniels now. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. Has his man. It's Swift. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Kate, I can feel by your body language on the call that you saw exactly what I saw. And that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming. In the field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start. So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And that is where they'll start the next drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Eckler. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Landover right after this.
Ready, set.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Staying with Eckler. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. And this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Eckler running dead ahead. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running with Eckler again. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was the old quarterback instinct there.
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start The Bears about set for their next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Williams. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass caught by his tight end.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. Jamison Crowder back deep for the Commanders. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Come on.
And he could have a free play here. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running it after the penalty. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down, ball at the 36. They send a tight end in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got it, room to run. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go.
Daniels. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. They'll have a shorter field ahead of him now, Brock. That pick sets him up just shy of the 40. Back now, pressure on its way. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw, Williams. Moore's got it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Daniels back to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
To the sideline and intercept it. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick, just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Flush down now to his left. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throw complete to Eckler. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill in the Bears territory.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
2nd and 8. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
For the Commanders field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's the half here in this one. All tied up thanks to that late field goal. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them. Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
He's on the move. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 48. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
They'll run for this. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Option design here. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
so critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Running for the marker on second. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up.
Let's go now.
On the give, here's Eckler. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Another carry for him. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. One in behind center with Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 42. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But his coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Looking for a target. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Short pass caught by his tight end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Daniels now. Got a man open. Complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Handoff now to Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The offense headed back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Now here's Williams. Able to get it to Moore. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Play action on first down. Pass is caught at the 9. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Now Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights, and they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Eckler. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 14-yard
And he's got a free play here. They get to him and take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Gonna have to see about this penalty. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Here's Daniels. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Option give here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Williams set to pass. Open receiver, caught. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Here's a throw on the out route, complete. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now to throw. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Looking to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Allen there to haul it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Throwing now. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And this one does not go far. And they don't get a desperately needed 1st down. They're going to still trail after they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And there's time left and a couple of timeouts defensively, but they should still be able to kneel out the clock. On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll come up 1st and 10. And they'll kneel this one down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. The really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
And they'll take a knee. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd, but you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg. A season ago, already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league.
Second down, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Again, here's Zeke. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, 2nd in the league in passing a season ago.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to...
On a blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry for David Montgomery. And that won't help a lot. Manages a yard for that run. 3rd and long. Coming up. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this ball incomplete on third down. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up fourth down. He'll send Brian Anger out to punt this one away again. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. 3rd down and 9. Now, Goff. Right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On 2nd down, it's Dak. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
That is caught. Hooks gets the ground.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. He'll work forward for a couple. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Here's Brian Anger now as he is on to punt for Dallas. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.